Varlamore Part 1 was released on the 20th of March, 2024. And on that very day, somebody found a little red token while fishing bream in the Perilous Moons dungeon. This began the hidden Easter egg hunt, the red tokens. In the game cache, there were 20 red token IDs found. Of course, it was quickly narrowed down that an individual player only needed 7. The next day, the second token was found. 2 days later, 2 more were found, and then yet another the following day. The hunt was going smoothly, only 2 tokens remained. The 6th token took over a month to find, and it was from mining calcified rock with the song Scape Rune playing. And then months and months went by, and nobody had found all 7 tokens, until November 20th, 2024. The day an ultimate Ironman decided to do the Colosseum with a party hat equipped. An 8-month-long Easter egg hunt. And the reward? A red topaz. And then, in Varlamore Part 2, the nasty token treasure hunt began. September 26th, 2 nasty tokens were found. This time only 9 token IDs showed up in the game cache, but it turns out you only needed 4 total. 2 days later, another nasty token was found, for tossing a coin into a fountain. It also turns out, a lot of people didn't even know the nasty tokens were a thing, probably because this hunt was much shorter, so it generated less posts and less theories. The 4th and final nasty token was found on October 3rd, about a week after they were released into the game. That's right. All of the nasty tokens were released and found before the last red token was found. And the reward for finding all 4 nasty tokens was either a smelly sock or a rotten tomato. And now we have Varlamore Part 3. And in the cache, there are 5 purple tokens. There's also a blueberry muffin that was added, and Mod Ash said if you know how it should be obtainable. Actually, what Ash specifically said about obtaining it is, if you satisfied all recs, I think you'd get it. I cannot confirm that all those recs are in-game, though I believe they are, which is a really obscure thing to say, and it hurts my brain to think about. The muffin is listed right after the purple tokens in the cache, so it's interesting and feels like they are most likely related. And here's the thing. I spent countless hours looking for the red token. If you ever see me running across Varlamore and see a bunch of random tiles marked, it's because I was testing various things on a per tile basis. And the reward was kind of troll. I felt like they were messing with us. Yeah, the hunt in itself is the fun part, but having the community come together and be rewarded is just cool. Kind of like all of the Crack the Clues have been. And then, once again, Jagex messed with us and released a community-wide treasure hunt and gave us a smelly sock and a rotten tomato? In both of those instances, though, we at least found 1 token pretty early on into the hunt. It's strange that there have been 0 tokens found in the month-ish since Part 3 has been released. But it's possible that there are very few purple tokens, so it's more rare to just stumble across one. Red tokens had 7, nasty tokens had 4, so what if there's actually only 1 purple token? Or, the devil in my head has to at least pose the question, what if there are no purple tokens, and this is all just a joke to troll us? Red tokens, congratulations on your red topaz. Nasty tokens, congratulations on your nasty sock. Purple tokens, oh my god, what if they just added it to the cache to mess with us? But I'm an optimist. I don't think this is what happened. At least I hope this isn't what happened. And I don't think Jagex would create a big community event to troll us. I was a little bit misleading earlier on about the rewards. The red tokens don't actually give you a red topaz. They give you a nice key that gives you a red topaz. The nasty tokens don't give you a rotten tomato or a smelly sock. They give you a nasty surprise. What if all of the troll rewards are required for the hunt? You need to use the nice key and the nasty surprise to actually find the purple tokens. Or maybe the purple tokens have a troll reward, like the blueberry muffin, and then you somehow use all 3 troll rewards to get a cool cosmetic. I'm looking at you, Duke Slippers. Just give them to us, Jagex. Where do you even look for an item that you have no hints for? Well, I do have a couple of ideas brewing. While woodcutting, you have a chance to get birds' nests. Most of us probably know this. But with the addition of Varlamore Part 3, woodcutting in Varlamore has a chance to give you an Ent seed. What does this new, exciting item do for you, you may ask? Well, you can use these on an Ent to get a bird's nest. Like, what's the point of this item? It's so redundant. I can get a bird's nest from a tree, or I can get an Ent seed that can be traded for a bird's nest, which makes it one of my leading theories on the purple token. Maybe you can give it to something that isn't an Ent, and in return, you'll get a purple token. Theory number 2. Auburn Valley is a gorgeous new location in-game, and inside this valley are spirit offerings. You can use an item on these, and it will consume the item and give you 5 prayer points. Part of the Part 2 treasure hunt relied on using random items on a nest and world hopping, so it's definitely not out of the question to use random items on this spirit offering. Which brings me to Theory 2.5, Fasani's Nightmare. Go pick up your 6th Inquisitor body. Oh wow, Collection Grandmaster spoilers, no way he got another dupe, and then use that body on the spirit offering. Yep, I did just sacrifice an Inquisitor body for the bit. Don't forget to like and subscribe, it really helps me out. Theory number 3. I won't give spoilers, but in the final Dawn quest, there's a part where you feed a dog some bones, and you can give him some special bones for unique dialogue. There's actually quite a few things you can do with these bones for unique dialogue. You can turn them into blessed bones, chisel them, make them into bone meal, and give them to dogs. So there could be something here. Or Jagex could just be really weird for this one. But 0 purple tokens have been found. It wasn't the rare item at Stranglewood, that was just a silly chromium ingot. I want to find these tokens though. I love a good scavenger hunt. None of the tokens have ever had any realistic hint of how to find them. The exception to this is the red dig token from Varlamore Part 1, it had some arrows pointing towards it. But I think the general consensus is Jagex wanted to show us that there was some sort of token in the game at first. So I like a good mystery, and I would love to look for this. But to be honest, I think the best way to hunt for it is not hunt for it. I'm not the only one that has tested various things on random tiles, collectively wasting hundreds or even thousands of hours. And I can tell you now, my list of testing triggers would never have ended up with me in the Colosseum wearing a party hat. There's not really a rhyme or reason to the token conditions. Sorting your quest list by storyline while fishing for bream on a specific day, chiseling bat bones, fishing between 3 and 4 a.m. at a specific spot. Huge creators like Kanene and her command of the masses weren't able to brute force the 7th red token. It took somebody just playing the game in a goofy way. I don't think I'm arrogant enough to actively hunt this token, but who knows? Maybe the next time I go to Doom, I'll wear a Santa hat. If you want to look for the token though, I highly encourage it. Participating in the hunt and theorizing ideas is a lot of fun. Be warned though, you begin to go a little crazy and see patterns where there aren't any. I remember being obsessed with the letter B for red tokens, but I don't even know why that letter was so important anymore. I remember being convinced it was Hunter, because I was associating red tokens with interacting with new Varlamore's killing activities. So, if you want to join in, check out the Crack the Clue Discord. Become a bit unhinged for a while. It's a lot more fun than you'd think. And, just for fun, here's a bounty. If you can prove that you were the first one to find a purple token, I'll give you 1 billion GP. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you have a wonderful day.